Hi, everyone. I am here with the astrology of April 21st to the 22nd. A very, very interesting week as we are ending the week, the 27th, with a full moon. A new moon in the sign of Taurus. So, it's a week full of you confronting yourself in the mirror and a week where you might not want to see that person in the mirror, so you might project it outwardly to people, places, and things. So be very mindful on how you react to people around you. The anger that you might be feeling this week, because there's a lot of anger this week, um, might not be the person you're channeling that anger to. It might be you your anger about yourself. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. If you would like to go to directly to the date of the week, go in the description part below. I have the timestamps there. Also, if you're entering a period of your life in which you feel you're transitioning and you need help with energy work, with hypnosis, with meditation groups, with tarot, there's almost a different options that we have at Becoming I Am. It's in my website. You can book sessions or you can book one of the services that I have available there. And let's begin with this Monday. So Monday the 21st, the moon enters Aquarius and the sun squares Mars, creating a sextile with Mercury in Aries. The energy of Sunday continues today. So energy of last Sunday was highly energetic, highly a lot of things going on. I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, and I'm going to change the world all around me. I'm going to change myself completely. I'm going to be a whole new person. Um, that energy is still very, very present. This is a very good day to sign contracts, to sign up for school, to sign up to try different webinars, to connect with different people, to provoke the change that you are trying to look in your life. So it's a very positive day because we're piggy banking off that energy from Sunday. So take advantage of it. Very, very important because as the week continues, it's heavier. Tuesday, the 22nd, the moon is in Aquarius, creating a trine with Jupiter in Gemini. Another perfect day for networking, for creating new connections, for opening yourself to the possibilities of the abundance of the universe, right? This is the door. It's in front of you. It's a huge opportunity to a whole new world. You just have to turn a knob and walk through it. And the way you turn the knob is by seeding. So, planting seeds to new people, planting seeds to new opportunities, signing up for things, talking to people, just trying things, trying new things, throwing the seed out to the world to figure out what's going to start growing for you. Okay? Positive day. Continue. So take opportunities how they come, and let's go with Wednesday. Wednesday, the 23rd. The sun will be in Taurus and create a square and Pluto in Aquarius. The moon will enter Pisces, which will help you focus and understand on the strength and your weaknesses. So this is where things start to shift. It's funny how Wednesdays are usually that hump day. No wonder it's called a hump day, right? So this square and Pluto in Aquarius, it's kind of a conflict with the person that you want to become and the breakthroughs you're doing to get there. Because the sun, clarity, has to what you need to break down. And then the Pisces energy kind of just gives you clarity and understanding. It's kind of like a really good mix, except for the fact that you're in this energy of, I think the problem is this person. They're blocking me. I think the problem is these resources I don't have. I think the problem is, and so you're looking for reasons why you shouldn't be the person that you're becoming. So we had like all of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of last week, Monday and Tuesday of this week. We literally had 7 days of active, you got this, you got this, you got this. And then this day you're like, maybe I don't got this because you know what the problem is? This person doesn't really like me. That other person has this other problem. This other person has this other problem. It's this, it's that. Everybody is so toxic. Everybody's a narcissist. Everybody's a spiritual vampire. People doing evil magic towards me, that kind of energy. Be careful with this day, because sometimes we create excuses because we're afraid of who we're meant to be. Okay. And that's what I can tell you, because you'll see the truth in this day, but the truth that you're seeing might be projected externally instead of projecting internally, and seeing why it is that they're coming up now. Right. And this is normal, because we are scared to change our reality. So keep that in mind on Wednesday. Um, if this clarity that you're receiving of Pisces is truth, or is this clarity a weakness that you have? Like, this is how you normally self sabotage. All right. So keep that in mind on Wednesday. Try not to self sabotage. If the clarity that you're receiving is slowing you down from the person you know that you're supposed to be, this is the way you self sabotage, and you have to work on it. If the clarity you receive is only helping you move further into that future that you want, you're fine. Thursday the 24th, Venus is in Pisces, conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Pisces, a lot of Pisces creates a lot of emotions. Venus in Pisces is literally like your heart and your desires are linked to your intuition, right? But Saturn in Pisces is literally saying, but your intuition is limiting you. Because Saturn is restricting energy, things that require discipline. And remember how I told you, Pisces energy from Wednesday, the truth that is being revealed, is it really your truth, or is it just revealing the things that you use to self sabotage? Here, Pisces is revealed twice, and it's revealing you that showing to you the person you wish you can be, but then saying, but you're not that. You're not disciplined enough. You don't have the education you should, blah, blah, blah. And which makes the day super emotional. And so you're going to be stuck in your feelings. And not everybody is comfortable in that state of their feelings. So you might find people being a little bit extra staticky and evil with you because of the fact that they're pissed off that they're feeling emotional, right? And this emotion, though it might project externally, is more of an inside thing saying, um, it might not be, I'm not the person that I really might want to be. Now, remember that last week we told you Pisces is dying, right? As we're moving into the age of Aquarius. So there is this tug of war with Pisces kind of saying, I still want this control, right? And so keep that in mind. I don't know if I trust too much the energy of Pisces during this year of 2025. I'm just, when I see a lot of Pisces in the astrology this year, it's not to be trusted, um, because it's the psychic awareness, your intuition based on the old world. And if you want to stay in the old world, that psychic intuition is totally on point. But if you want to move into your new world and your new reality, that intuition is just showing you the chains that were placed upon you with the energy of Saturn that is trying to put you in a box when you shouldn't be there. So your job is to be disciplined and sell that energy. I understand that you want to push me down that hole, but that's not where I'm going to be. Friday the 25th, the moon enters Aries, creating a conjunction with Neptune in Aries. Aries and Aries. And the worst places Aries can be, because Aries is connected to the moon. So your emotions that we just saw that on Thursday is crazy. And then it's also connected to your subconscious mind, your hidden emotions, your unconscious way of being, right? So not only hidden emotions, but things that you hide about yourself, like things that you don't even allow yourself to see, right? Traumas that you don't even allow yourself to see, doubts that you don't even allow yourself to see. And so this is hidden feelings crossing with the energy of anger and emperor energy. So this creates like distorted emperor energy, right? Which, if you wanted to know what will happen with a person that is very emperor-ish, right, where they have much authority or they feel strength and they don't like to deal with their emotions, they want to just deal with the doing, right? And then you throw so much water on them like this, you're gonna see it this day, the 25th. This is people blowing up getting angry, acting stupid, the things that used to emotionally create doubt inside of them, pain inside of them, fears inside of them, insecurities inside of them, is going to shift to the face of anger. So I would like you to be very careful about, first, about other people. Don't poke a bear when the bear is already hot. Okay. Secondly, careful yourself, because you're not in the right headspace. So you might say something that you would regret, and you do not want to talk in times when you're full of so much Aries. Saturday the 26th, Mars is in Leo, creating an opposition with Pluto in Aries. Pluto, what is Pluto if not the discipline? Like, it's a restriction of the one that believes they have all the right and authority, fire Aries, right? Because Aries is that emperor energy. So Pluto is kind of putting it in chains. Mars and Leo are fire and fire. We have Mars, Leo, and Aries. Don't you think those friends are going to help with each other? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. There's too much fire on Saturday, which, being so much fire, can create a lot of external drama, but it also a lot of internal drama. This is when you start thinking about the high that you were feeling Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this last week and this week, and you're thinking, am I fucking stupid? Like, what in the hell am I doing? I'm going to up um upend my life, change everything. This doesn't even make sense. Like, I feel like I am totally insane. I can't believe I'm even thinking about doing this. I can't believe that I have to do this. I can't believe, it's like the internal anger of yourself, because you're thinking that you're sabotaging your entire life. This is the rewriting of all your story. Are you insane? And it's like, and then you see it outside too, where people are like trying to change things, blah blah blah, and there's so much anger and blah 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 and craziness. So if, like, for me, Friday and Saturday seem like a day that you would like to hide from the world for a little bit, because everybody's going to seem crazy. um and you might be feeling crazy inside too. Sunday the 27th, the new moon of Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius is amplified by the opposing Pluto, Mars opposing Pluto at 0 degrees. That's like the highest degree that Mars will oppose Pluto, right? So first we have the square of Pluto and Aquarius. So this is the restriction of the change, right? Then we have Mars fighting with Pluto, saying, F you, we're not going to allow you to put us in line. I don't want this to happen. And then the new moon in Taurus is like breaking down walls. So it's like you're trying to break down the walls while everything is trying to create a stronger wall so that it won't break down, because no, this is not going to happen. And so there's like so much conflicting energy this day. And I feel, if you remember how I told you before of last week, it's the death of the old entering to the new. A dying person is going to fight tooth and nail not to die. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like, I do not want to die. My old version does not want to die. This is like when a person would go for another crazy bender, right? Where they've been dry for 2, 3, 4 years, and then all of a sudden they break that and fall into addiction again. This is when you are set in a stable relationship. You're seeing this as your forever person. You're seeing that you're going to be that person, the one with a real relationship and a real family and whatever. And then you do something stupid and you break up that relationship by going and having a fling out of nowhere. This is the energy of obstacles coming in front of you, because no, 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 we're not going to be that person. For me personally, moons have a way of helping with different things. This is a new moon. It's an energy where, like, it's dark before the light, right? And so I would have considered to do some kind of ritual this day where you're having a makeshift, I want to say, funeral for the part of you are going to let die, right? So let's say you have a problem with addiction, and it's like the version of me that was the addict, and you just do a whole ceremony of funeral of letting that energy of you go, and just that would be good. Because this day it just feels like, no, I'm not going to die. I will prove to you, I'm still valid. I'm going to prove to you I still should be alive. I'm going to prove to you that this is the best life for us. I'm going to prove to you that this is not what's supposed to be. See, the thing is that I feel like the energy these last, I want to say, 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, um, the energy is going to prove you wrong. It's going to try to prove you wrong. And there's times, that spiritual people, they say that obstacles are God's way of telling you that you shouldn't do something. But then the thing is, this world, we have free will, right? So that means that the only thing that can intercede for you or create walls for you or whatever is the things that we give the power to. And that's why when you're a demon, to be able to possess a person's body has to be let in. There's always a contract there. There's always a yes there, right? Because you needed to permit that external energy to enter inside of you so it can sabotage your life. And you do it in many different ways, but that's one thing that I can tell you. Or like, the narcissist can't destroy your life. You first need to render your power to that person and say, I have no power over you. I cannot fight against you. I have no choice, right? Not having a choice is a choice. We rendered that power to that entity, that person, that energy, right? And so this day, it's kind of a realization that these setbacks that you've had are your own fear, your own doubt, your own worry, your own restriction to the change that you're supposed to have, in which you then either give up your power or introduce something to sabotage your movement forward. And that person must end if you want the you that's supposed to be here to be present. So that I just feel like the end of this week just feels very emotionally hard. If you know somebody that has problems with depression, anxiety, I would hit them up like little quick text like, hey, what's up, are you good? um, or a little phone call, or swing by their house to make sure they're still good, because it is a heavy end of the week. Okay. um, I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.